What's up, everybody? Welcome to Crashout Tuesday. Kinda. I mean, it's Wednesday, but look, that's not my fault. It's not Jay's fault. It's the other guy. Anyways, Fuego.
Look.
No, ain't no look. You can listen. So, I got this thing with Fuego where if he's late, I ask him what kind of like black people time late he is. And he told me last night that he was right around the corner, and well, it's Wednesday now, so this is where we at.
Bullshit.
Anyways, I'm here again. We with Jada Kid and Crashout Fuego, aka hello sir, may I help you over here while he's at work.
Oh.
But we have a few things to talk about. Just a few. Just a smidge. We're gonna actually start. Yeah, I like doing this. See, we have the other podcasts where we can go through. We can actually take away like the sports part away from Lynn. I like doing this one because we can take like that away from him. That way he can have more stuff to talk about musically or whatever. So we're gonna do one fun thing.
This probably gonna become the new podcast now.
This is exactly what it is.
That just seems like more fun to me.
Yeah, I told them boys over at Playing Possum Podcast that you weren't available tonight too. I was like, hey, he's like, what do you mean Jay the Kid's not available? Nah, man, look, fuck y'all. He's still HGU member. He's not available tonight. God damn it.
I appreciate the gesture, but them niggas don't miss me. Straight up. I appreciate the gang. Much love, but you know, I mean, they do just. They've been fine before me, and they'll be fine without me.
It was just Guy. Guy just wanted. He's like, wait. Yeah, wait. Guy is the one that probably is on par with you. Anyways, we're gonna do something fun. We're gonna go through the way too early college football top 25 rankings. Oh,
tickled yourself there, didn't you?
I did because it's here and I'm looking at it. Number 25 is Ole Miss, brother. Like
25. Wait, in the college football?
Yeah, and the CFP way too early for 2025. Their rankings, who they have
too early.
Way too early. Yes, because they put him at 25 because Jackson Dart is going away. And they're losing their entire wide receiver core. Like they have Jordan Watkins is going, Trey Harris is gone, Antoine Wells is going. Their defense is gone. And like Chris Paul Jr., Trey Amos, Walter Nolan, Trey Washington, John Saunders, their entire defense is gone.
Damn.
So they got him at number 25.
So that kind of makes sense then. It almost sounds like they're lucky to be ranked.
Hold on. Hold
up.
Wait a minute. Because now we're getting into the weeds of why this even exists in the first place.
Yeah.
Here we go. We just started. The first topic. Here we go.
You know what?
Let's go.
I'm gonna let you finish, man. I'm gonna go on mute because I'm gonna have a lot to say. So I'm gonna let you finish.
You gonna, because I'm going through all 25 of these, all the way up to number 1, and why they're ranked there. So you might want to say what you need to say now.
You know what? I'll just give my 2 cents with each team. Go ahead.
Okay.
So 25 was Ole Miss.
Ole Miss, and because of their key losses, they're losing their wide receiver core is gone. Jackson Dart is gone. One linebacker, a cornerback, a defensive tackle, 2 safeties, and 2 defensive ends are gone. You know, I can see this. They're might be a little shallow in Ole Miss. Number 24 is Boise State.
Keep going.
I mean,
their key losses: Aston Genty, a guard, a wide receiver, a defensive end, and a safety. But they're keeping everybody else. Like Maddox Madsen is coming back. Matt Lauder is coming back. You know.
Yeah, that sounds like they can make that up in the transfer portal. So
that's what I'm. Yeah, keep going. Ooh.
Great. Number 23, Miami Hurricanes.
Oh my!
No.
Really? With Carson Beck?
Yes, and
They just got Carson Beck.
They just got Carson Beck, and he's not healthy. Remember, he's recovering from that UCL and shit. So yeah, they got, but a lot of their defense is going away. 21 is Michigan. The Wolverines are number 21.
You know what? Fair enough.
Yeah,
fair enough.
That's fair. That's fair.
Louisville Cardinals at 20.
Okay.
Fair.
They're losing their quarterback as well. The Vols, UT, 19.
Well, I know they're losing a couple people.
They are, but they're losing Dylan Sampson at running back, and a lot of linemen are going. But they're keeping, Nico Alphabet Soup. I still don't know his name. And they're keeping most of their talent. So whatever. And then number 18, Florida.
You know what? No. Here, I will give it to them because they are a much better team when DJ Lagway is starting.
Right.
Guess,
so you know, it has a few notes. They had
if you give them top 25, that's fine.
Michael Sturdivant transferred in from UCLA, so they have that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
With a few things. Number 17 is Indiana.
Okay, sure. All right.
And
whatever.
But they're also losing their quarterback, Rourke. He's gone. Justice Ellison is gone. Zach Horton is gone. Their center is gone. Their linebacker is gone. Their safety is gone. Their nose tackle is gone. Their defensive tackle is gone.
That's right, because most of their team was seniors from James Madison, where Signetti came from, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Shit, so that's where the motherfuckers went.
Mm-hmm.
God damn, James Madison, low key.
Number 16, we got Kansas State, former home of Will Howard.
Yeah, all right. Okay. Yeah. Like, okay.
By the way, they did get K-State got a few transfer portals from Boston College, Purdue, New Mexico, South Alabama, Arizona, and Alabama. So they got some things in K-State.
Where did that quarterback from UNLV go that left?
Shit, I don't know.
What?
While you keep going through that, I'm going to look at that up.
Number 15 is SMU.
Fair enough.
I mean, that's good. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I like that.
Number 14 is Arizona State. They are the only bad thing they're getting rid of, unfortunately, because he was a senior, is Scatterboot.
Yeah. Is that the only key loss?
They got one of the wide receivers, Xavier. I don't know, Guillory. He's going. Linebacker's going. The safety is going, and the center is going. But they're keeping a lot more. They got the quarterback Sam Levitt. They got Jordan Tyson is staying, wide receiver. Kyson Brown, a running back. They're like real big core of defense is staying.
Wait, they actually managed to keep Jordan. They managed to keep Jordan Tyson. That's big.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sounds like they'll be a running for the Big 12 again.
And they picked up cornerbacks from Purdue, Nyland Green, and Adrian Wilson from Washington State.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yes, sir. They also they got Kanye Udo, who ran for 1,100 yards and 10 touchdowns at Army last year.
That is hilarious.
Mm-hmm. So they got the Arizona State. Boys still got something. Number 13, we got Illinois fighting those fuckers. The Illinois fighting them.
The Illinois fighting Illini.
Yeah, those people.
No, I get it. I do get it because they actually had a great season last year.
They're also keeping a bunch of people.
But, yeah, okay. All right. Now let's get to the really fucked up part.
The top 12?
See, I know Ohio State's number one. Fair enough, they won the national championship. That much I know.
Number 12.
Let's look at the rest.
Alabama.
I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised.
Here's their key losses are Jalen Milroe, Jahad Campbell, Tyler Booker, Malachi Moore, Kay Robinson, and Tim Smith. I don't even know who Tim Smith is. I don't even pay attention to my defense like that. But they kept Jam Miller, Ryan Williams. Legal terrorism is there. Jeremy Bernard is still there. Caden Proctor is still their entire defensive line. Linebacker Justin Jefferson is still there. The other Jay Jettas. Anyways, they picked actually their only outlook is between the three quarterbacks. Ty Simpson, Austin Mack, and Keelan Russell.
That's really the only question mark that they have, right?
That and their offense. But we'll see what happens. Offensive line, not offense. Offensive line. Number 11, Iowa State.
Okay. They finished pretty well.
Yeah, they did. So fair enough.
Yeah, they finished out pretty well. I'll say that.
And they just picked up Xavier Townsend from UCF and Chase Soule from East Carolina. And those are receivers.
Oh, bro, receivers from East Carolina kind of cold.
Then 10 is South Carolina.
Okay.
They lost a whole bunch on their defense. Let's see if they pick anybody up. They did. They got Gabriel Brownlow Dindy from Texas A&M. Linebacker Sean Murphy from Florida State. And end Jalen Brown from Missouri. Holy shit. South Carolina might be something to contend with. Holy shit.
I just hope we don't run into them fuckers again next season.
Number 9 is BYU. How they still have Jake Retzlaff?
They kept a lot of people.
Oh yeah, BYU was. They did. They kept their entire basically backfield for offense and their front line for their linebacker core is still there, so they're solid.
Okay.
Number 8, LSU. Well, here's why. Nussmeier is still there. Their running back is still there. Their wide receiver is still there. They lost Kyron Lacey, but then down here they got defensive end Patrick Payton from Florida State, Jack Pyburn from Florida, both defensive ends. Receivers Nick Anderson from Oklahoma and Barian Brown from Kentucky. Then offensive linemen, they got offensive linemen from Braylon Moore from Virginia Tech and Josh Thompson from Northwestern, and cornerback Mansour Delane from Virginia Tech.
Nick Anderson, did I hear that correctly?
Nick Anderson from Oklahoma, yes.
That means Oklahoma lost Jackson Arnold and Nick Anderson.
Yeah.
Oof.
Number 7 is Clemson. LSU might be a contender as well. Number 7, Clemson.
Ugh.
Clemson, they still got Cade fucking Klubnik and company. They really ain't lose many people on the offensive side, but they also picked up, let's see. No. Oh, they took edge rusher Jeremiah Alexander from Alabama. Will Helt from Purdue. And Tristan Smith from Southeast Missouri State. I don't see them being that high. Fuck Clemson. Yeah, number 6, Oregon.
Really, after what happened to them, I get why they're that high.
Well, I actually I don't know why they're that high. Let's who their key losses are.
Outside of Gabriel, who else they lose?
They lost Gabriel. They lost wide receivers Tez Johnson. Trayshawn Holden is gone. Running back Jordan James is gone. Offensive tackle, 2 of them are gone. Defensive end Jordan Birch is gone. The tackle Derek Harmon is gone. Cornerback Jabbar Muhammad is gone. They lost a lot of big names.
Yeah, so they lost a lot bit.
And the only thing they got...
Who did they gain?
The only thing they got... their former 5-star from Dante Moore transferred from... was behind Gabriel last year from UCLA, so he's probably going to replace Gabriel. And they got receiver Decorian Moore of Duncanville, Texas. That was their recruiting class. They didn't get anybody off of transfer portal yet.
That is very interesting how they're deemed to be ranked that high that quick with that much loss and nothing really to pick up.
There's another one. Georgia is at number 5.
Well, goddamn. Mm-hmm. I mean,
and we know who they lost. Carson Beck. It's not really that much of a loss. And Trevor Etienne is gone too. He's gone too. But they also picked up Noah Thomas from A&M and USC receiver kick returner Zachariah Branch. Safeties Jaden Harris from Miami and Adrian Maddox from UAB. Yeah, that's who they picked up. But that's still not good enough to have them at 5, in my opinion.
I did hear Zachariah Branch. That's a good pickup from Georgia because I know how he plays. But like you said, I don't think that's I don't think that's good enough to put him at 5.
Number 4 is going to Notre Dame.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's fair. I mean, I think Riley Leonard's. I mean,
he's gone.
Riley Leonard's.
No, he's gone.
Riley Leonard is gone.
Mm-hmm. So is their tight end. Mitchell Evans is gone. Their entire defense is gone.
Yeah, I do know their tight end is gone. Okay, that's
and their defensive coordinator is gone too.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Right. He went to Cincinnati.
But they did add people from transfers. So we got Malachi Fields from Virginia. Those are receivers. Will Pauling from Wisconsin. And then they added tackles Jared Dawson from Louisville, Elijah Hughes from USC, and safeties Devontae Smith from Alabama.
What?
And Jalen Stroman from Virginia Tech.
That's a common name.
I know, right? And he played for Alabama. This motherfucker. Hey, fuck you, the other Devontae Smith. The inferior Devontae Smith now.
He was a Roll Tide.
Anyways, number 3 is Penn State.
That's fascinating.
I guess
I think because I know they're losing a lot.
They're losing their defense. They're not losing anybody from their offense.
They're losing defense.
I was about to say Drew Allen's coming back. Jarla's coming back. Katron Allen's coming back. Nicholas Singleton's coming back.
Okay.
They did.
I know they're losing their tight end, but their defense, I definitely know they're losing that. Woo-hoo.
They also lost Harrison Wallace III and Omari Evans to the transfer portal. They're gone. Penn State, though, they added Troy's Devontae Ross and USC's Kyron Hudson. Goddamn, USC going to lose the most. That's why they're not on this list.
Nobody wants to play for Lincoln Riley, bro.
Right. And Caleb Williams.
Right.
Anyways. Texas is number 2.
All right.
I know we lose a good bit.
I mean, you lost some, but it's not like your second string. Your second string were all starters. The fuck you talking about?
Y'all gonna rebuild just straight off.
Your losses were Quinn Ewers, Matthew Golden, some of your offensive tackles, your safety, Gunnar Helm is gone. But look at your returning players: Arch Manning, Quintravion Wisner, whatever. Then you have Colin Simmons and Trey Moore and Michael Trabe. You still have these second.
You'll be all right.
You'll be fine.
You'll be all right.
That's
a good place for you.
Oh wait.
When you realize the backups are all starters on those teams.
Oh wait. What happened here? The Longhorns will have to rebuild their offensive line and replace some key receivers, including Golden and Isaiah Bond.
Oh yeah, Bond's gone too.
I knew Bond was really low, but I mean, to be honest, you got DeAndre Moore, you got Trey Wingo, you got that freshman that's coming in from Florida.
Yeah, you're fine.
I think you'll be all right.
They also added a linebacker, Brad Spence from Arkansas. Defensive lineman Cole Brevard from Purdue, Travis Shaw from North Carolina,
You have no idea.
Oh, we got Travis
Whoa,
Shaw.
whoa. We got Shaw?
Yeah.
Travis Shaw with the Texas. Okay.
Yep.
Huh. Okay.
That's a nice move.
Y'all gonna be all right. That boy's a dog, boy. Y'all gonna be all right, especially on the D line.
And number one,
dog.
Ohio State.
Of course, I mean,
Even though,
I know who they lost, but who they gained.
Their key returning players is Jeremiah Smith, Carnell Tate, and Caleb Downs. That's the only three.
Those are good returns, but those are small returns.
Their other key losses are Travion Henderson is gone. Emeka Egbuka is gone. Will Howard, thank God, is gone. Donovan Jackson is gone. Cody Simmons is gone. Lathan Ambers, that's their fucking linemen and defense is all fucked up. Jack Sawyer, gone.
I was about to say, yeah, because they all came back for senior year, huh? Just to win.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. Yeah. Jack is be gone too.
But let's see what they pick. Motherfucker.
Nah,
damn it. Okay, so Julian Sayin, a 5-star prospect who transferred from Alabama, will probably be QB1 after Devin Brown and Aaron Nolan entered the transfer portal.
You know, I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know how well he's going to do.
I hope he does bad.
No, and I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, it's because it's Ohio State. No, it's just like, bro. Like, what competition did you run away from at Bama? Like, you would have been because, okay, let's just say, for sake of argument, you stay, yeah, you would have had to sit behind Jalen Milroe, cool. Who were you afraid that you weren't going to beat?
And that's the thing. If you're scared of the other three, then Alabama stands a good chance to be a good contender this year if that boy was scared of the other three.
And I'm like, dog, you telling me... Because what that, like, literally when I see stuff like that, and that's the part that, like, bugs me. When I see stuff like that, it just tells me, it's like, bro, you're supposed to be that guy, but you ran away from 3 dudes that you should be able to beat.
Then you have,
you think they reached into his pockets too?
Of course.
Yeah, of course they did.
That'll be the next thing we talk about. Anyways, they picked up tailback C.J. Donaldson from West Virginia, tight end Max Clare from Purdue, and they do not have an answer yet on Quinshon Judkins.
He's still deciding.
Yeah, he's still deciding.
I thought he already. Okay.
No, because he's a junior, so he can go where he can stay. It's up to him.
That is the top 25 way too early college football rankings, and the reasons why. It only started really making sense from like 15 up. Right.
Yeah. And you gotta take with a grain of salt. This is all, way too
early. This is the way.
Spitting the fire, just a little interest shot of value, just because college football is just ending. So let's give you a little final peek at the ranking.
Take one little small break so I can go get this hot chocolate that they tried to come give me, and then I'll come back and I'm gonna jump into the other college stuff that we need to talk about before we get to Jay the Kid's topic of Mark Andrews. So I'll be right back.
Oh, awesome. Hit the elevator music. There's elevator music.
I assume that this actually could be a spot where he would put elevator music, but just in case it's not a spot where he would put elevator music, when he does want me to talk, or Jay to talk through this entire awkward moment of him leaving, allow me to say, please continue to check out our podcast. Not only Crashout Tuesday, that will continue to be on Tuesdays, not on Wednesdays, but also the HGU podcast, if you get the opportunity to check that out, because we really appreciate it. And go check out our friends at the Triple P podcast, I believe. Go check out our friends over there at the Triple P podcast, man. Give them guys a listen. They also talk about some great stuff, too. And if you want to take the time to mentally relax and, get to know yourself and understand things, coming later will be the Breathing Room podcast by yours truly. Jay, take it away.
What the fuck?
Damn. Good plug. Good plug.
Wait, what is going on?
Oh, nothing. Just enhancing the show. That's all.
Stupid.
You came back before I could even get my little tidbit in about the live streams. But
go ahead.
Go
do that. I want to taste this goddamn chocolate.
I was just gonna say, and also just to add, check out the live stream set tonight. We do wrestling, we do sports, even though it's the off season of football. We'll do UFL, the spring football. We like that. We'll do what we can. Just check out our live streams. Okay.
The next thing, going from the top 25 bullshit we just saw, now we can go to this headline caught me on Yahoo Sports. This headline caught me, so I was like, yeah, we should do this. After all that, the richest school wins the college football playoffs.
That's a perfect thing. That's a perfect way to start it off.
Okay, so this is the entire. Okay, this article, of course, is from this year, but they're talking about the sobering reality, and this is for the entire athletics department, not just football for Ohio State, but in 2022, 2023. Ohio State spent $274.9 million on athletics programs.
Oof.
That was number one in the country. Number two was Michigan at $225 million. A whole $50 million more than Michigan.
So Michigan tried to match just because it was Ohio State.
And in that year, Michigan still beat the football team.
Yep. That's a dub.
So yeah, their average Big Ten team spends about $174 million. FBS average about $100 million. Ohio State's out here trying to beat Germany in World War II and spend double that for nothing, just because they suck at regular football and they have to go into now we have money football. They call that the NFL. Ohio State, give it the program. Maybe if you just had quality people instead of paid players. Hey, we've been having this argument for decades or years with the friends in decades. Is there any college football team that can beat an NFL team? No. We keep saying not even this. Well, I beg to differ. Now, I think Ohio State, since they're paying their players basically an NFL team in college, they might be able to beat one. Because that's how the fuck they act when they pay $200+ million for the hell of their team.
Maybe off third strings.
Maybe if they had Cody Pocket.
Maybe. Man, what I got? I ain't really got much to add on what he put on, but the whole general thing of NIL, I'm with it, but that and I'm pretty sure I might be stealing this a little bit from Fuego, but they need to put a cap on things just to get things in control, because
just like they do with the cap in the NFL.
You just gave these college athletes a brand new toy that they're going to expose and use, and it's basically like a Christmas story. You get the cool gun, but everybody's like, you'll shoot your eye out. Well, Ohio State shot their eye out yet.
We're not doing, politics in HGU. That's not what we're doing. However, Tommy Tuberville,
did I say
no.
Sorry.
Tommy Tuberville, former coach of the shitty ass Auburn Tigers, did have a good point. He is going to try to use his power for once for good and try to get the NIL shit for colleges to where it's a cap. To where you have your football players have a system kind of like the NFL does when there's a cap room. Okay, well, we can't go out and get this player, or we can't go out and get this Will Howard type player because we have no more cap room. Well, why don't we just use boosters? No, sir, you can't do that because the cap room still applies to every way.
Good.
That would be brilliant.
Good. No, yeah, that would be great, actually. Just just to keep it in a common fairness that, you know, they still get compensated at the same time things are still in control. I mean, I've seen a lot of teams, including my own, hire general managers of the sort that, you know, just so the coach can actually coach the players and the manager can actually manage the business and the outside, you know, personal marketing and everything. I'm with that.
Now,
because it's just how it is in this type of time where you have to hire somebody to do that. Just like you said with the old boy that's going to try to introduce the cap, you got to have that kind of control. I mean, I'm not saying Ohio State just I mean they did, but they didn't abuse. They abused the fact that they used $25 million roughly to buy that championship. Good on them, but let this end here. Before a nigga start paying $50 million, $75 million. Money that we've never fucking known to the school to even have, as rich as they are. That type shit, you know?
Now,
just,
let me see.
It's good.
Now, this year's national, before Fuego gets his groove on with the Ohio State debacle.
Yeah.
This year's national title game drew in 22.1 million viewers. Pretty good. And it peaked at 26 and some change million. Pretty good. Except for when nobody wanted these teams to be in the fucking CFP National Championship. Last year, Michigan, Washington had 28 million. They just weren't. They just weren't. Different. It just was. It felt weird. This year, it felt because they paid so much money for their team, they were gonna go no matter what.
And it's like you put it out there that you did it too. Like you literally put it out there. Yeah, we spent 21 plus million on this team to go and get us in that. Like it screamed desperation. Now, are y'all still a great team? Absolutely, no one's doubting that. But it just screamed desperation that I don't feel like y'all needed to do to win.
Exactly. It's just it.
And there's no shame to it, you know? I mean, there's no shame on both sides of it, you know?
There's no shame in paying your team outright $40 million plus to get a college football win. But then you stop really being a college football team because you're supposed to do a few things at Ohio State. You're supposed to win the Big Ten championship, and you're supposed to beat Michigan. You paid $41 million to not be in the Big Ten championship and not beat Michigan. That's what you did, just so you can get that little shiny trophy that who gives a shit. Now you're just going to be known as a team that can win a natty, but you can't beat Michigan.
And congratulations, you won it after that team did anyway.
Right.
Save Bloodshot for at least one more year. I'll tell you that much.
It's gonna suck for him next year.
You better be thanking that. I'll say you better be thanking them. The university, the boosters, everywhere you got that money from. Yeah, beckoning.
Speaking of NIL monies or top 50 like programs ranked by NIL efforts, I found it interesting. I'm not going to go through all 50 because that's a lot. It's 50 goddamn teams. But I will make some notables. Number 50, Memphis. As good a team and as good a season as they had. Number 50, Memphis. Oh my God! Like you can pay your people more. I mean, hell, they might get into the damn playoffs.
I bet most of it goes to the basketball team anyway. So
this is for football. This list is for football.
No, I'm just saying, like most of the NIL goes to basketball from football because you know the basketball team is more better. Yeah.
Number 40, Arizona State, and 41, Iowa State.
41's Ohio State?
Iowa State. The two teams that played in the Big 12 championship, Iowa State and Arizona State, are 41 and 40.
Sorry. I think something skipped there. I thought you said Ohio. My bad. Woo! Okay. You good. You are good.
Oh my. Okay.
Let's see. I'm scrolling down this list just to see. Alabama, number 12. It says number 11, Ohio State Buckeyes. But remember, this is the NIL list, not the school paid out money list. They're number one in that one.
Oh, I bet they are.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Number one on the NIL list is Oregon. Oregon paid out $969 million to its football players in the NIL.
Shit!
Just to get their asses reamed in the quarterfinals. That's crazy.
Them niggas got ducked.
They team got took to a Diddy party down there in LA for that much money.
They got smoked for that much money.
Yo, bro.
All right, I'm done.
Oh, they got duck roasted. Jesus.
They got roasted.
Hey, before we move on, just for shits and giggles, where's North Carolina in there?
Oh, they were number 34.
Or are they ranked at all?
Yeah, number 34.
34. Okay.
No. Number 30 at $344 million.
Oh, okay. That's not that bad. For football, that's definitely not so bad. Okay. All right. Cool. I'm good.
All right. So the main topics we had tonight were all NFL based. One was QB flopping. We all know who the biggest flop in the NFL is. It would be LeBron Mahomes.
Only because they allow it.
Oh, yeah. Man, it's all you, bro. This is all you, dog.
Patrick Mahomes could be fine if he would just play the game of football. Play the game of football. Don't act out some bullshit to get extra yards. Play the game. If you're supposed to be the top GOAT now, fucking show us. Your ability to deep throat the goddamn refs is not showing us that you're greatest of all time. That's just showing us that Brittany takes care of the kids and you make money by sucking dick of the refs. That's what that just shows me that. That and you take directives from fucking Travis Kelce like he's your master of something. And as a tight end, let him be. He'll be fine. He has Taylor Swift, her little bony ass. That we don't want to fucking see. Like I used to like her music. Now I just can't stand seeing her. Like I'd rather be an anorexic than see her. I'd rather see Cody Parkey back in the NFL.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would. Yes, I would.
That's crazy.
Yes, I would.
That's crazy. Oh,
that's actually wild. Cody Parkey of all people. That's
And I want him to be elevated, have a multi-million-dollar contract for Chicago.
Don't do cat like that, bro.
I mean, he'll have to deal with it. If it means no more Taylor Swift, then we'll have to deal with it.
You know what? Outside of the actual Bears fans that I am cool with, there are some Bears fans out there that still want to make it a thing that they're better than the Carolina Panthers because we gave them all the picks and DJ Moore and stuff. They still want to make that a thing, even though they had the same fucking record.
Right?
As us.
We gave you all the picks and DJ Moore and shit, and you still went 4-12.
I think it was 5
or 13 or some shit.
Yeah, I mean, just for those type of fans that just want to get a rise out of it for just their own personal little fun and chaos. Yeah, you can send them niggas Cody Parkey back. Let them suffer again. Doink, 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 nigga.
That is wild. Before we get into this Mark Andrews, the best worst left tackle. I had something to say about this too. Mine's funny, but not even to be taken seriously. We've been using this shit all year that Mark Andrews was playing in two positions, kind of like Travis Hunter did for college. Like he was left tackle and tight end. Doesn't always work in the NFL. Stay a left tackle.
Just go ahead now.
The question I have for you both is, in a non-rigged world, who do you see winning the upcoming games this weekend?
In a non-rigged world?
Yeah, give me your fantasy picks, and then give me your real picks.
The Bills and the Commanders?
Yeah, exactly. Now give me what's actually going to happen.
The Chiefs and the Commanders.
Okay. That's what I thought.
All right. My turn. Same thing, Bills and Commanders. Reality, Chiefs and Eagles.
Mm-hmm. That seems right.
The reason I say Chiefs and Commanders, I think Jaden Daniels gets the leg up on the defense.
I hope so.
No. Let me preface that by saying this. Do I have an issue if the Eagles make it? Absolutely not. I just don't want that team in Kansas City to win.
Yeah.
Why?
Facts.
You damn right it's because of the 3P. Fuck it. Fuck it. I don't care. Yeah, I'm hating all the way. I don't give a damn. I'm being honest and open about it. Fuck me. Do I like Patrick Mahomes? Yes. I think he's one of the best quarterbacks of this generation. I absolutely do. And that was before the refs started cheating for him. Why they felt the need to have to cheat for this cheat code of a human being, I don't know. Because let me tell you something. Let me learn y'all something real quick. Mini crash out. Mini tangent. I was doing a good job of keeping quiet, but I knew you could. When you have a mofo that can be falling to the ground and throw a 15-yard dot, you don't need to help him. He don't need no help. He don't. That's like somebody getting mauled by a bear and you help the bear. You don't need to do that. But go on.
Yeah, this is wild. Okay, so yeah, they have a chance. The Commanders, last time they played at home and in DC, the Commanders won. But when they went to play at Philadelphia, at Phillies, where they're going, they lost. They lost by a lot. They lost by 12, I think it was. But so we'll see. We'll see if they can make that up.
Especially
can't deal.
Especially if JD5 can play consistently, then I believe in them actually pulling off the upset. But no, yeah, I agree with you, Pam, where you were about to go with that.
You just can't deal, and here's my point. And anybody is out there that wants to believe, well, it's just things like this doesn't happen. Things like this absolutely happen because we didn't have Pete Rose trying to bet on baseball. We didn't have people trying to shape points. Shit like this, rigging games can absolutely happen. Well, how can you rig games if it takes precision to do what you call stupid ass penalties like the Texans got? So the Bills were the only team who beat Patrick Mahomes this season. Well, bam. But they are 15-2, which means another team beat them as well. No, the Denver Broncos didn't beat Patrick Mahomes. He did not play that game.
Nope.
Josh Allen was the only quarterback, only person. The Bills were the only team, and why?
So basically what Bam is saying is, Josh, you might not watch this. You might not hear this. Please, for the sake of the culture.
Do it again.
For the sake of football universe.
Do it again.
Do it. Because here's the thing, Josh Allen. I want you to win one, too. Because I am sick and tired of you getting close and not getting it done.
And I ain't gonna cap. I'm not. I wouldn't be mad at all if Josh Allen won one. He does deserve it. The way for as far as he came.
Like I'm gonna be one because I watched Josh Allen in Wyoming. I ain't see this.
Neither have I.
And just I have my reasons why I feel Lamar Jackson is the MVP, But I've also told y'all why I wouldn't have zero issue if Josh Allen won it, because I mean his numbers don't lie either. This is technically his. He is playing, and here's why I also believe you guys when y'all say, we can kind of believe in Josh Allen this year. What's the one thing he hasn't done this year that has plagued him every other year? Turn the ball over.
Mm-hmm.
The dude,
turn the ball over.
The guy has been a protect. And what's crazy is he still is gunslinging self with less help. It's almost like he's not being forced to throw the ball to one person, but that's neither here nor there. I'm not going to say much about that. I'm just saying, when you take a problem away, you start to see what the problem was.
Exactly.
And I like Stephon Diggs. I really do. I think he's a great fit for the Texans. But you just got to call a spade a spade. To say that it's the same thing with Tyreek leaving Kansas City and Kansas City not losing a step whatsoever. Bro, you left and they're still the same team without you.
Exactly.
That says more about you than it says about the team itself.
Were
you great? Yes.
And the win probability all year for Kansas City has always been on their side. They have, at the beginning of the game, 60%, 65%. All right. In the game against Buffalo, in the regular season, it was always Buffalo. Minus like the first time when Kansas City scored a touchdown, it was 7-6. They had like a minuscule like 51% chance to win. But from there, it was Bills the whole way. Do it again. Just fucking do it again. And that came off of a Josh Allen touchdown run. I'm going to tell you this. And they're like, well, see? That proves that nothing was rigged. No. They were playing in some slippery ass weather that night. The refs couldn't see it either. Mm-mm. Nobody thought, Josh Allen was going to score a touchdown on the Kansas City defense. That game, if you paid attention to it, just like normal, listen to it. And with 7 minutes and 53 seconds to go in the game, the score was Buffalo 23, Kansas City 21. What has been the social norm for this team all year? Down by 2, having that game-winning drive and kick the ball with Harrison Butker. That has been their forte. Nobody thought Josh Allen was going to break the motherfucking cycle and score a touchdown and put him up by 9. Mm-hmm. Where they actually had to play football without the refs.
And let's all be honest here, and take the bias of them just winning out of it. Can we all agree Kansas City is still a great team without refs' help?
Yeah,
they would have been fine. They might have still beaten the Texans, but it might have been closer. It might have been by 1 or 2. It might have been actual fun football. They're taking away the sport.
Yeah,
to get their little piece of history, they're taking away fucking the fun part of the nail biters. They're taking that shit away because they want a fucking piece of history. That's all it is.
I agree though. If it wasn't plagued by the refs like it is, I'd actually be interested. It'd be fun if the refs didn't get involved.
Now,
no cap.
Now, I've said it just like I've been saying it for like college sports. College sports, if there's a roughing the passer penalty or if there's any type of penalty that's real controversial, the booth upstairs will say, "Nah, man, that wasn't it." They'll on the fly say, "No, man, that wasn't a penalty," or "Yeah, this was a penalty." They'll help. They fucking help. Learn something from this NFL. How the fuck is UFL and NCAA getting the shit more correct than you? You're just saying, oh, well, we can't review these types of plays. Bullshit.
That is the biggest load of bullshit, saying that you can't, we don't have the proper camera angles, or they're not NFL camera angles. bullshit. That's a lot of baloney, bro.
Can't do better.
I don't know who made that fucking rule up, but that just proves it.
Do better. I'm gonna make a joke before letting you have the floor, but Ravens coach John Harbaugh defends Mark Andrews' drop after the drop versus Bills. We wouldn't be here without Mark. Well, no shit, John. You wouldn't be giving a losing speech if it wasn't for Mark. You're absolutely correct. Anyway, that's my joke. Go ahead, Jay. What is your big issue with Mark Andrews?
Oh, okay. Let me start here. I'm gonna try to keep it as calm as I can because people are still outside my apartment. Okay. Mark Andrews, long time player for the Ravens, and for the latter part, been pretty reliable up till this year. Now I'm gonna get into what's going on this year, but just let's remember. Let's just go back to when everything started. Basically, how we opened up this whole show about playing two positions and nobody really knowing about it. That first game of the season, he was so locked in at left tackle, I forgot he was on the field. And that had been going on for like several games, and it had been kind of working actually, low key. Just, in fantasy purposes, it was been fucking niggas up. Now, I will give the fact that bro actually stepped it up at the beginning of the near the end of the season, as he should have. Like, come on, he's literally like their best receiver. That's not a receiver. I mean, Zay Flowers is the best receiver, but same, like I said, he should be their most reliable. Okay, now let's just go ahead and just jump into this divisional round. So. My God. First and foremost, with just the whole division round, before I get back into Mark Andrews, this isn't all completely on Mark Andrews, just most of it. Obviously, you have to go back to Lamar Jackson's turnovers and just overall giving the ball away to the Bills. And a very good defensive team, and that is good, well known for stripping the ball, punching the ball, all that shit. So let's just jump into the freaking third quarter, or let's jump into the second half. Ravens actually got this shit together. Here they are marching back, and here they are going down to try to take the lead. Now, this is a big drive we need right here. And for a big drive on a long conversion, you go to Mr. Reliable, Mark Andrews. Everybody's a sigh leaf because Mark Andrews caught the ball. Awesome, cool. He tries to run around and get more yards. Okay, that's fine. Just protect the strip. Bro fumbled the ball for the first time since 2019. 6 years now.
God damn.
What the hell? During the fucking playoffs, like you see this shit kind of melt down, but that's not just even the worst of it, because now we're gonna get to the main part of why this whole rant is a rant. Mr. Reliable, Mark Andrews, look towards as soon as Lamar Jackson wills his puts those turnovers behind him and wills his way downfield to make it a 2-score game, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's a game now. We got to get it. All they got to do is score." Ran a great play. Lamar ran out as if he was about to run the ball, and everybody bit. Mark Andrews was open enough to catch that ball. Zoom, got him. Nope. He dropped the ball. Oh, Mr. Reliable dropped the fucking ball and gave up the 2-point conversion to tie the game. This motherfucker was a better left tackle this year than he was a tight end all year. And granted, he had a great showing out. He got those touchdown passes, but that's his job. Catch the ball, catch the conversions, catch the touchdowns. That's his fucking job, right? That's what he's paid for. That's what he's a professional.
Yeah.
He's paid to catch the fucking ball. ball. I said I wouldn't yell, but yeah, they're professionals. They are professionals. You are paid to do your job, and Mark Andrews' job is to catch the ball. And that playoff picture, he failed his job.
Right.
And it kind of sucks it just kind of sucks in a sense because up till then, Mark Andrews has been, like I said, reliable, red hot, like one of those players that you reach for in fantasy if you don't get Travis Kelce. That type shit. You know what I'm saying? That type shit. But this year is just the most biggest disappointment in his production, and you wonder, are they gonna move towards Isaiah Likely now? Because outside of a few games there where he didn't really do much but just block, even then he did fine. But him in general as a player, he's like one of those hybrid wide receiver tight end players.
Yeah.
And I've seen it. I've seen the Ravens play all season, and he could have been that. But I got the game plan. I understand where the game plan is going. But it might be time to change the game plan amongst a lot of things, man. Because Mark Andrews, listen, man. If Adam Thielen is 35 and can still catch touchdown passes from a second year quarterback, learning as he goes, you can catch a fucking ball, my nigga.
And you know, to piggyback, because I like Mark Andrews. I don't want anybody to think that I don't like Mark Andrews. I don't want anyone to think that Mark Andrews isn't a really good player, but bro, out of every ball you could have dropped, why that one? Out of every time you could have fumbled, why there? It's like you chose the worst game to blunder. You chose the worst game, and here's the thing. I'm not going to sit here and go too far into it because I played the game. I already know he's feeling like shit as it is. But all I'm going to say, bro, you got to do better.
Mm-hmm.
You do. At that level, you're better than that. We've seen you be better than that. And I think that's why it hurts more. Because we've seen you in those exact moments not make those mistakes. And because my thing is this, if it was not snowing and slick and that ball would have bounced off your chest, you still would have caught it. Because I've seen you do it, but it's the fact that it was cold, snowy, slick. You gotta catch it with your hands. Even if you're falling backwards into the end zone. This is the NFL. You can afford to fall and just scoot your ass in there. That's the worst. I'm watching the game like, my goodness, they're actually going to do it. And then I see that happen, and I'm like, that lost them the game.
You know,
100%.
You know, I don't know if y'all know, but Baltimore's season started and ended with inches.
You're right.
Isaiah Likely's
exactly talking about.
Foot, that toe that was out of bounds against Kansas City, and the drop pass with Mark Andrews started and ended. And it started and ended with fucking tight ends.
It sure did.
Remember, nobody heard from fucking Mark Andrews in the first game at all.
Yeah.
Forgot he was on the field.
It was all Isaiah Likely.
Guys,
all that.
And,
you know, a lot of people are going to be like, oh, well, we should let Mark Andrews go. No, you shouldn't.
No, that's stupid.
Because you have two great stud tight ends, and Isaiah Likely and Mark Andrews. Because like I said, that's one thing. As much as we're going to crash out about it, one thing I'm not going to do is allow somebody to be like, oh, that one play defines who he is as a player. Lies.
No, and like I said, it was the entire that entire season. It was the two tight ends that were 1 inch off. or a couple inches off of tying both games. That's it. That's all it was to it. It's 2 tight ends, and neither one of them faults. It's just, hey man, they're getting closer and closer every single time. I think Peyton Manning was 3-6 in the postseason before he won his Super Bowl.
And that's another thing that I'll tell people: look, pump the brakes on them. They won't ever win it because they're just gonna keep building. Like you said, Peyton Manning, it took him a couple years before he got his. It took Eli a couple years before he got his. It took Drew a couple years before he got his. Believe this or not, it took Tom a couple years before he got his first. Like, not everyone is a Patrick Mahomes, where their first year starting, they're gonna go win the Super Bowl.
And even Patrick Mahomes, it took him about 3 years before he got his first. Come on.
It took him a couple. Like after he got the starting spot, it took him a couple years.
Yeah.
It's just once he hit that stride, we saw what he actually was, and then it was like, oh, okay, well, this motherfucker's just different. Got it.
So they have the chance.
I saw that shit early on.
And we have another show. Hopefully, our resident advisor won't have to work that day.
Oh, sure.
Because we have 2 games coming up this weekend. We have the both championship games, so I know we're gonna have something to crash out about.
And before we
go ahead,
before we go, because I'm pretty sure we're getting ready to close out here.
Mm-hmm.
I might Notre Dame defense. I'd like to have a word with you.
Uh-oh. The floor is yours. Here we go.
I won't take long. You played man defense. Didn't work. You played zone defense. Didn't work. When you played bracketed defense, not blanket, bracketed defense, it worked. Marcus Freeman, my man, you on the doorstep, my guy. Why did you go away from what was working? Why, when you have the blueprint and you're looking at it on the field and in your hands, did you decide, you know what, that's working, let's not do it anymore? No. Look, people, to those who haven't played football, never touched the field, hear me out. And to those that have and have played, regardless of what level, you also hear me out. It's not hard. Football's not hard. It's all mental. So why in the fuck do you go away from what's working? I'm trying to keep my tone because, like I said, I'm currently at work. And I'm really, really trying not to go overboard because you can ask these fellas. Yesterday, I was on 1,000 about it. Then the day, especially on Monday, if it's ain't broke, don't fix it. And guess what? They challenged you to play man, and y'all were actually beating it. And then decided, yeah, let's not do that anymore. And when zone started working, y'all said, nah, let's not do that anymore.
I don't know if he's done yet. He might have had somebody show up.
Oh.
Yeah, I just looked up and seen that. Of course, I can just patch it through on the edit.
I mean,
wait.
I didn't point that across though.
We'll just wait there. I can just cut this out in the edit.
All right, bet.
And then I can close out. As
Appreciate it.
To
Thank you,
Master
man.
Mitch
Yeah,
comes out.
cut that out. That was an accident.
Mm-hmm.
So look, bro, I'll say all this to say that because I'm pretty sure these games are going to piss me off enough on Saturday and Sunday for me to want to speak more on it. And those are professionals, and I really shouldn't even speak on that. The only reason I speak on college is because I'm older than most of them. I have coached football. So it pisses me off when I see dumb shit being done. There's one play in particular. I don't remember his name, but it was number 29. I'm talking to you. You are yourself on the field. You see the play before anybody else does, and you obviously see ain't nobody paying attention. Why in the fuck did you leave him by himself?
Mm-hmm. Or call timeout.
Or call a timeout. Because guess what? If the coach is going to be mad, all right, he's just going to have to be mad, but he didn't score. You left Jeremiah Smith of all people? You leave him wide open? You did the right thing by calling it out. Everything else you failed on.
Just don't show your hands. Just do something. Just do something about it, bro.
Like, you did the absolute right thing by being like, hey, I see it. They're coming right here. What if you run to the other side of the field? If you see ain't nobody paying attention to you, bro, take that L. Stay right there. If the coach gets mad at you, just prevent the score. They'll get over it. Because I would rather take 3 than the free real estate 6 that y'all gave him.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got for you, man. And I'm really not done. I really will probably revisit this topic, hopefully with video next week.
Well, yeah, I gotta send me some videos so I can put it together.
I think I will, man, because I won't have this issue where I can't actually crash out the way I want to. So you know what? I'll see y'all next week.
So yeah, so
I can try to cook. I can try to cook up some highlights if I can.
All right. Yeah, like I said, we wanted to be on video. Man, I ain't gonna bullshit. I've just been lazy. I didn't want to do it. Doing everything else that I'm doing. Plus, fat people are just lazy by default. So
No.
But what was I saying about before I had got a crash erupted earlier?
Crash erupted. That's a nice one.
We will have 2 more games of knowledge. We are still going to touch on DBs and their inability to turn their heads next week, hopefully with video. That Notre Dame miss where he pointed out the bullshit and still left. But and Thursday there should be another podcast episode on Thursday. It might be me, it might be Lynn. We'll see what happens. I don't have no live streams coming up, man. I think we might do a live stream of the Super Bowl if Kansas City's not in it. If Kansas City's in it, I'm not doing a live stream for football.
Yeah, look. If so, everyone send your energy, so that we can actually cause we haven't done a live stream since what game? It's been a while.
It was Houston.
Game-wise, the one I can remember was
I don't remember Houston, Jacksonville, or
Jets.
Houston Jets, yeah.
The Jets, yeah.
Because we stopped doing the college football live streams for a while, and we're just watching them.
Oh yeah, it got.
The last one was Auburn.
Yeah, fuck you. I mean, fuck that. Not fuck you.
Y'all won though.
I know we won, but I don't care. I had to wear a damn jersey for it.
Oh, brother.
But not fuck you. Fuck that. Yeah, we'll try to do stuff for the UFL live streams. A lot of my live streams were not. The reason why I wasn't doing live streams is because I kept dropping internet because of my Wi-Fi. Well, I've been hardwired for the last 2 months, so we can do more live streams now. So maybe next Monday we'll do.
I'm hardwired too.
We'll do the live stream for Monday Night Raw.
I know a lot of the energy guys dipped out of here. Well, they tried to, but the highways are closed.
Yeah.
Yeah. She should be right over there. If not, she probably just stepped outside.
I just gotta cut this out of the edit.
I will not be at work next week, I promise. I was about to say, you can leave it in if you want to.
So they can get confused. So if Ross hears it like he did with the first one, he'd be like, "The fuck is Fuego talking about?" These motherfuckers are wild. But anyways, yes, we'll do more of that. Hell, I need to start doing live stream game stuff on the channel. I just ain't been doing it because internet problems.
Yeah, and hopefully, fingers crossed, chat, or anyone that watches, that my new laptop that comes in is able to run squad, so that I can finally play with them.
Just so he can get left. All right, Bam, what should I do? Stay there. Don't get hurt. Anyways, yes, this is enough for me. OG Bam, Jada Kid, Crashout Fuego, excuse me. Yeah. And we are done with this week. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Peace.